It's one of the most troubling and difficult parts of the Bible. God commands the Israelites to utterly destroy entire nations: the Canaanites, the Amorites, the Hittites, women, children, and livestock. It seems to contradict everything we believe about a loving God. But what if we've been told a very incomplete story? What if the destruction of the Canaanites wasn't just about war, but about spiritual surgery? The Bible presents a chilling reality about the Canaanite culture. Their worship practices were unspeakably evil. They practiced ritual prostitution, bestiality, and, most horrifying of all, child sacrifice. They would burn their own infants on the altars of their gods, most notably Molech. The prophet Jeremiah describes it as something that I did not command, nor did it enter my mind. This wasn't just a different religion, it was a satanic cult, a system that had devolved into pure evil. The land itself was described as vomiting out its inhabitants because of their moral depravity. God didn't just target a people. He was performing a divine cleansing. The destruction was an act of judgment, not just on the people, but on a culture that had become so corrupt it was a spiritual cancer on the world. But why an entire culture, including women and children? The command was to remove the infection entirely. The Bible warns that if the Israelites had lived among the Canaanites, they would have been led into the same destructive practices. The history of Israel proves this to be true. Every time they failed to obey the command, they fell into idolatry and child sacrifice themselves. The command was not just a punishment for the Canaanites. It was an act of divine mercy to save the Israelites from the same fate. The story is a powerful lesson in spiritual consequences. It teaches us that there are times when God must act in ways that are difficult for us to understand. The destruction of the Canaanites wasn't about ethnic cleansing. It was a radical, heartbreaking response to a spiritual plague that had consumed the society. It was a desperate act to protect a fragile people from a poison that would have surely destroyed them from the inside out. The story is a divine warning that some choices lead to such evil that they must be completely removed, or the evil will consume everything.